opener with the Kansas City Pioneers. So we qualified third. So here we are. I'm gonna try my best with camera angles because I I hate the best. But so we started third. Um, we had a pretty good call out. This call set was pretty good. I had teammates behind me, but the FOC game started fifth here, or not fifth, seventh, and then all my teammates are scattered right here, and then towards the back too. So the first lap, so this is like the first couple laps here. So the first couple laps, so what happened was is the 40 got so the top side needs momentum to order it to roll. So you need to be kind of like even or in front of the inside row here in order to roll off the corner. What happened was down the backstretch here, I'm pushing um, off of turn two here. The 40 car got shuffled, so therefore we had more forward momentum on the inside, and me and Nick were able to get clear onto the top. Um, but I don't know what it was. The Altus cars with Cozy and like Falkham's on Altus cars in NFR, but they just had so much forward momentum because when we went up to the top, we just kind of lost our ours. So, but technically, like around here, we just kind of ride around and we're just kind of riding around. The middle, I just kind of what should I say here? So, we're on lap six here. I don't know, y'all can't see it, but the 38 car is the leader, and I am currently. It looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11th or 12th on the very top middle three right now with Novak and it looks like Carey. So we're just kind of riding around behind Nick. I really didn't want to push this YouTube this long and like start sitting at three or taking any more like moves that get my car wrecked or get me any damage. So we just kind of stuck on the outside here. A little bobble happened behind, and they kind of stacked up in the bottom and the top lost and the middle lost its momentum. So we're just kind of able to shuffle back up to the front here. Um, as more laps go, we just keep riding. I per se like the bottom gets its momentum when the top like loses. Like everyone's in the front is like so. I'm just carrying. I'm basically minding my own business here. Just basically just riding around until we can get towards the later half of the stages and we're the lap 15 comes around and basically the top had a lot of and the bottom had a lot of runs here, so we kind of like had to start making more moves than not here. Um, so basically, they had a big stack up on the inside here, and the 27 kind of got lost its momentum, so they stacked in the back here. Um, so we were kind of just riding, and we were able to shuffle up the third here with that. Just kind of same thing, just minding our own business and basically just getting towards putting ourselves in a good position towards the end of the race. So that we're able to cycle us up to third. As Fall came the leader, our teammate, we were kind of working together as the race goes on, and we're kind of like meshing each other back and forth. My two teammates are down here on the bottom, and then I'd Fall came here, and then Steven is right here. So we're kind of just all mindful, like not getting in wrecks or anything, waiting till we can pit, and just overall just be there at the end again, as I say. Like again, I'm still behind Nick Odger. I've been behind Nick Odger for 23 laps, basically, just kind of minding my own business. Now, I do think I start making moves here soon. Oh, nope, I licked my teammate button in front of me. So they're kind of on the bottom here. No, my Graham messages me and we talk back and forth and you see that we have no um there's no momentum on the bottom here, so he messaged me and he wants to get back up in line in front of me. Therefore, being my teammate, I hit him up in there, so I lift, and he's able to shove in up in there. So is Casey Curran. So now I'm shuffled a good bit back in line here on the top, and I kind of just still mindlessly wait, save him fuel. Um, my teammate makes a great move while they all stack up on the Altus cars and shuffles out Ryan Doucette, and Ryan kind of just I don't know what he was doing here. Maybe he saw a hole that was there that filled too fast and kind of chopped Jordy Lopez or not Jordy. I think it was Garrett Lowe. So that kind of stacked up the bottom a little bit, but we kind of just still stayed in line right behind Graham, saving fuel, like of course. So still lap 40. I think we're gonna be pitting soon. So yep, this is the first move I actually make. I signal with my teammate, and he makes the move down, and I follow him. We kind of lost a little form of momentum, but we went around Nick here. and then I had help from I think Ryan Luso behind, and they so it kind of got stuck here in the middle. But the good news is Ryan was a good pusher, and we were able to just kind of get me up here, and then we were able to start in line right behind my teammate again. So now we're sitting pretty good on the bottom here, have fuel, and we were just able and then able to pit. Um, I don't know why Graham didn't pit with us because we all signaled to pit, all of us. Like Steven, you can't see it on my screen over here, but like we're all like so. The good thing about pitting here is I already had practice, of course, and I had one of the first stalls, so I was able to pit and go right, and I had such an amazing gap. Like I was able to get in the pit road before everyone, so therefore I was able to get and clean it out without any like issues. And this is basically my pit stop, so we're just gonna go to far chase and do this. And I probably use far chase the rest of the cam. So get in the pit road here, pace speed like 60. You can kind of push the issue. I'm not really pushing the issue because I don't want to speed on pit road, of course. Get in my box stall, have my lovely quick trip people service me. I think we took 4 tires because we're taking max fuel, and right in and out, no issues. And my teammate saved a good amount of fuel, so we were able to just line up right behind him, and we were all good, and we were able to time him. Unfortunately, he had a glitch. Where he got damaged somehow, so we were kind of slow. I feel like we could have gained maybe about a second or so, um, like because it was only 3 of us. But and then the rest of the pack is behind him, so everyone else is pitting, recycling around. There's his damage that he got from iRacing. I don't know what it was. I guess he hit me too hard or something, but he had a good amount of damage, so he got hot fast. So therefore we lost some 4-1 momentum, and we were kind of shuffled a little bit. But almost a near like this is how insane pit road's coming out. Look how the stack big, and then we're kind of on the outside sitting pretty good. Again, we got out maybe top 10, and then this is where like we all start making moves. So we come up. Graham comes up on. He's gonna get a big shot from Casey. We take a 3 here. Of course, I'm gonna follow with them. Fimmy's in the middle here, and then my other Steven here. So again, it's lap 45. I really don't want to make too much of an aggressive move to really put myself in a bad spot. Now they're almost wrecked back here 4 wide. That's kind of crazy because there's again more people just shuffled pitting. So we are just kind of just riding outside. Now we're third. Graham's leading, of course. So well, he's not leading yet because there's still people that pitted. Graham I think Casey got hot, so the middle was able to move pretty good here. So and then we kind of shuffled around, and then there's Steven and Fimi, of course. So we're back here, my 3 lanes back. So lap 50. And then this is where I start making moves. So I recognize on my onboard here, I'm behind Casey. So I recognize that I have a big run here, instance of 3, and I have people that are going to help me too. With Derek here, he has a big run too, so I shuffle in front of him again. But unfortunately, someone else does go in front of me as well, Steven and Graham. So I'm kind of not pushing. I'm not trying to push the pusher at all. So we're kind of just trying to get our angle momentum better and not wreck them at the same time. But they do shuffle down, so we are still stuck in the middle here. But we do, Derek's a good pusher, so we do shuffle up and get a good amount of momentum here. And this is where like we kind of stacked up big, and I think they wrecked. Can't remember. Yeah, this is where they wrecked. So we had to check here, and of course, and then Graham went up as far. Not Graham, I think that's Seth. He went up as well, and kind of just followed a big stack here. And yeah, they wrecked behind. I don't think they actually wrecked. Oh yeah, they did. No, they didn't wreck. So they had a big stack up here. I think we kept green here. Thankfully everyone saved it, so we all kept it green and clean, and we are all sitting pretty good. Lap 50 here, about 30 to go. So we are lined up. So that big stack up. Now we're lined up on the bottom here. Kind of lost all my check position, which was kind of really like not good to me. But we thankfully like the middle kind of lost all its form momentum, so we were able to just kind of just stay here on the bottom and just ride for a minute and just stick here until we had our first caution on lap 51, which they wrecked in the back of the pack down here, which It looks like Derek. I think yeah, Derek went up behind me and stacked them up, and Seth just trying to turn, and then they all went back here. Ooh, good miss from Breyer. So under caution, we kind of just save fuel. Just keep Meyer back in the pack, of course, but we're gonna switch back to where we go green. So lap 54, back to green. On the bottom here, can't change lanes, of course. That's a rule that we have. But thankfully, the bottom just, I don't, all these cars just drove away from me, insane. But Casey threw a block on Derek. He was trying to take him through here. And he was protecting, and it was allowing me to get inside in lane here and fuck him as well. So we're all lined up, NFR lined up here on the outside, and we're just kind of rolling again where we're at. So this is started like when I started making a lot of moves here. So lined up on the outside here, and I see all of them dropping down to make moves. Oh, this is where the big stack up happens. So we're gonna go on board with. So Steven Graham drops down, makes a powerful move to overtake the Altus cars here. So and then what happens is he just gives a bad push to Jordy and offsets and just pushes it again through Steven, and he comes down, and then he tries to come back up and gets turned, and that all happens right in front of me, which it's a big wreck in front of me here. See again, I'm just in this scenario, like I'm lifting, of course. I see them stacking up in front of me big. What I don't see is Jordy coming back in front of me. So what I do is I snap it back right here. I do play a little bit of brake to get the car rotated, and I missed. This very well could have ended my race completely, but with my big wreck avoidance, like it saved my race 100%. Insane. But so here now, fucking just gets radiated red, and we just kind of get back in line. Of course, that causes caution, so we just kind of get wide back in. We're fifth in line again, and then this is where we start making moves here. Um, we made a move with Graham here, and because they had a big run, and I guess Graham doesn't. I guess he didn't want me pushing Vicente just from past knowledge. So unlucky he got shuffled there. If he would have just stayed with me, I feel like we'd have kept our momentum running. But Steven pushes me to the lead, and we clear with Casey. And now we're just kind of like in the lead here. When they have a big run like that, you want to side draft so then we can slow that car on the inside down. It's better just to do it like that. But they just had too big of a run for us to even to like get down. So lap 62, it's coming to 63 here. We've about 20 laps to go in this race, so now we're all brawling. Basically, the middle's coming. I make a great move to shuffle Derek with the big run from Steven. So excellent move to shuffle Derek, but I think that just kind of helped him because he just now had more minimum. Again, we're stacking up on the outside here. I've managed to just keep my car clean the whole race. And again, I have my Steven, my teammate behind me. We have a huge run, 203, 202 in the corner. They're going to come down and side draft us. Nope, I guess we lost our momentum. They came down and side drafted us. But again, Steven's pushing me. We lost our momentum on the inside, so we just kind of blocked the middle. Again, we have our big run. I'm kind of like, in this scenario, Steven's radioing to me that he's hot. Like, his temperatures are like through the roof. So, trying to see, I think someone, yeah, they almost wrecked in the back there. But yeah, so I'm kind of just the middle, and the top is running, but Bobby makes a move here, but Steven is still hot, so therefore I want to block both frames and so I can cool off Steven, and I can keep Bobby from getting around me as well. So this is where I start really controlling both lanes. Again, jump deck down, Bobby gets they're getting side drafted on our left right here, so I get back down. Steven, get the run from Steven, and then I drop back up just to cool off Steven some more and get the run from Bobby as well. And I kind of do this a lot here. Again, Bobby, this is where Bobby tries to shuffle me back to the bottom, which almost worked, but I kept my right rear clear, and this is where he pushes me out pretty far. And then Parker's able to and then of course Bobby's hot, so then I have to go and block Casey, or not Casey, it's Cozy, and then their run is kind of shuffled around, and I'm blocking Derek now, And again, now Derek doesn't leave me, and then we're up here near where Malik and them are at, so they side draft and we lost over from them. Again, here, this is where Bobby tries to leave me, I think, because, yeah. So Bobby, I kind of offset, Bobby lifts this for me gracefully, and then I guess gets shoved down to the bottom here, and I just gotta get another, and I'm able to get back up in front of Bobby again. Again, controlling the lanes, keeping my track position. This is where Bobby is able to push me really good. Unfortunately, this is where Graham wrecks, so Bobby kind of has a minor offset, chomps the apron a little bit, and then they kind of have a big stack up, and Graham wrecks in the back, and it causes a big wreck. But in this scenario, we are in the lead, and then we'll just cycle back to where we save fuel, cool off the car, and just we have 10 laps to go, so we're sitting in such a great spot to really be contention for the win. In my thought, so in my before we go green here, of course I'm rating it to my teammates. Um, in my thought scenario here, I think I went early here to get it up in front of Malik and them because I saw Don and like all my teammates lined up on bottom here. So therefore, if I get a good jump like here, right here, and I get up in front of Malik and I block Malik's run, they have a chance of pushing up in front of me here, and we're all lined up in the front here. And I feel like that was the best scenario. If I block them, they can't side draft us because I'm not gonna go down and give up my right rear, so they can't shuffle me. So they have such a big run, and my teammates are able to shuffle up in front of me here. But then we get another caution in the back. So, and honestly, and now look, I've shuffled out Malik and Casey from being the leader, so therefore I have a better opportunity of being up in the lead in the front. So we have about 5 laps to go here. So I'm currently sitting P3, and then my teammates are right here and right here. So they're all lined up in the top here. So it's just perfect for me because although Bobby does get a good run, he stays on the bottom with me because he recognizes that I'm like going to be pushing him, and we go up to the top. Now I have both my teammates. Now I did radio to Bobby that I was with him here because I didn't want to get shuffled by anyone, or I wanted him to feel like he was safe, so he didn't make any egregious moves, and so I just ended up pushing Bobby. Because, like, again, if I would have shuffled Bobby here, although, like, yeah, because they didn't get such a big run and on the top here, because they were making moves and they were shuffling people in the back here. So our top lane would have failed. So if I would have shuffled Bobby, we would have lost all our forward momentum, and all these cars would have just took our track position that we got already. So I think it was best idea for me to just not give up it and just side draft and keep our track position as we are. So in this scenario, I'm lined up behind Bobby. I have Steven and Donnie here lined up, and then Falkium's in the back over here. So I have 3 teammates lined up behind me in this scenario on the top. This is perfect, therefore, because I'm just gonna push Bobby. I'm not gonna get shuffled. See, there's Bobby relaying. He might go early because he has a teammate behind him, which is kind of like okay, he has a teammate. Um, but thankfully Malik kind of doesn't go early at all, and we're just pushing here. Now Don gets shuffled a little bit because Guest tries to take him 3. I mean, Parker's with them, but like again, it just hurts our top side, so I have to push and push. Thankfully, the bottom had no momentum at all, and we're all kind of lined up on the outside here. And I have 2 teammates behind me. Um, so we're white flag now. They have a big run here. They're gonna have a big run into 3 or into 2 or into 1. So, but Don makes this big brain decision to sacrifice himself and just come down here and side draft Casey. And they look at that. He side drafts Casey and he lost all of his momentum. So now in this scenario, I have Steven behind me. I'm pushing. Now I'm very hot. So if we go to my in-car camera here, I'm 279. So I'm pushing, shift into 5th gear. I'm already up to 280, white flag, 266 water. I can blow at any second. My temps can blow. So I kind of lift here a little bit. I mean, Steven's still on my ass. He is even hotter than what I am. So we can blow at any moment. And we know that we have basically like a good shot at like winning this race. So what I do is I back up a tiny little bit to cool off just that split second, and I take a run into 3 here. So I'm getting pushed, signal down, take a run into 3. Bobby can't block. He almost did, He was close, but I was already into his inside, so Bobby shuffled out. Now I just have my teammate behind me. Malik has a good run. He tries to he tries to make a move left. I block, and then he shuffles out right. And then by this point, he kind of blocks Malik, which is kind of sketchy block there. And he's on the apron. There's no yellow line rule, but at this point, I just want to keep it on the track clean, and I won the race. Simple as that. So I just kind of, I mean, I had a teammate behind me, but he also tried to make a move to win the race, but he just had not enough forward momentum, and that's how we won our first Coke race. Basically, we just kind of kept up front, kept our car clean, and everything. So, um, yeah, I just obviously had my teammates. Frisch was on a spotter stand, and oh, there's JD, my painter, like they're, and then there's everyone like saying good win, of course. And I'm just like it's like in a mood right now, so I'm just so happy to win the race. You do a burnout, of course. I feel like I could have done. I mean, I feel like my burnout was pretty good for not winning many races, but the sweep we did was great, and I really appreciate all my teammates in NFR working with us. Like Steven finished right behind me, Donnie finished sixth, Falcon finished eighth. Like who else? Parker top 20, and then Zwack 22nd, Fimi 23rd, and then unfortunately I think Graham got wrecked. So overall, great day for our team to really do well in this plate race. But yeah, that's basically how I won the race, and I appreciate y'all watching. And yeah, thank you.